For God hated the world so much that he filled it with evil, sadistic beings and sacrificed his only son to them, so that whoever believes in him shall not find freedom, but shall be stuck in this hellish abandoned realm as an NPC for eternity. Let's stop bullshitting ourselves as humans. Let's stop bullshitting ourselves as humans. Each and every person with eyes to see is able to see that there's something wrong with this realm. Yes, we don't know how this realm came into existence. Yes, we don't know what happens after we die. Yes, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. The truth is that we know nothing. However, we are having an experience. As humans, we are having an experience. We are seeing a lot of things that are happening. If we are honest with ourselves, can we say that this realm was created by a loving being that wanted us to come and enjoy, that wanted us to come here and be happy? Or it's more logical to believe that this world was created by a very evil being that didn't want us to enjoy, but that wanted to torture us. The truth is obvious, man. Would you tell me that animals really do have a choice? You know, if they didn't want to rip each other apart, they really do have a choice. They would just be like, you know what, we've been ripping each other apart for too long. Let's try to live in peace. Will that work? No, it wouldn't. Do you think that it's possible for people to live in peace? You do understand that people are naturally evil. We are inherently evil. It's not like we are evil because something happened or we were taught the wrong things. No, human beings are evil. That is why kids are mean as fuck. We are evil because we were created to be evil. There isn't much that we can do. People becoming internalists actually become internalists because they're trying to fight against their own programming, you see? It's like the only way to be a good person is to actually fight against yourself. Is to actually fight against your own programming. You must realize that I was created to be an evil being that is going to cause a lot of harm. But do I want to continue to cause harm? I'm conscious enough to know right from wrong, and I'm not going to continue to do something that I know is wrong. Yes, I might have done a lot of things in the past that I knew were wrong because I was not conscious enough to see that those things were wrong. But now I am able to see that the things that we are programmed to do are actually wrong. Human beings are not evil because they just want to be evil. Like they have a will to be evil. No. It's hard to be a good person. It's hard to do the right thing. You suffer a lot when you try to do the right thing. So the only way for people to live and, at least avoid suffering is by being evil. It's like the more evil you are, the more you avoid suffering. The more selfish you are, the more you avoid suffering. The more you think about for yourself only, the more you avoid suffering. The more you just think about, what works? This is what works. This is what I gotta do to actually get what I want. It's like that's how you avoid suffering. You don't avoid suffering by thinking for other people, by trying to help other people. Being kind in this world is actually a weakness. People will take for your kindness for weakness. That's how people are, because we're in a concrete jungle. We're programmed to rip each other apart. We're programmed to be hateful and sadistic. We're programmed to feel good when other people are suffering. We're programmed to cause suffering. We're programmed to get rid of suffering. You understand? So if you're honest with yourself, you realize that this realm wasn't created by a loving being. It wasn't created by a being that wanted us to come here and enjoy and live in peace. That is impossible. You understand? We can keep on telling ourselves that we can fix this world. We can make things better. Only if we try to get rid of racism, things will be better. Only if we try to get rid of inequality, things will be better. If we try to get rid of money, things will be better. If we try to get rid of technology, things will be better. If we tried loving one another, things will be... No. Don't you see? The world is exactly what it was meant to be. If we started to do the right thing, those that are behind the scene will actually ruin things for us. You're in hell, and in hell you're supposed to suffer. You're not supposed to live in peace. You're not supposed to be happy. Can you imagine if people who are in prison found a way to live in peace? They stop raping one another. They stop killing one another. They found a way to live in peace. They found a way to work together. What do you think the prison guards will do? What do you think people outside will do? When they hear that, well, life in prison is actually good. People are empowering one another. They're helping one another. Prison is supposed to be a place where people suffer. I know that they tell you that it's a place where people get rehabilitated. No, it was never about that. People suffer in prison. It doesn't matter what you are arrested for, because most people who are in prison are actually victims. We don't even have free will. If you are lucky enough to be outside and enjoying your life outside, that doesn't mean that you're better than the people who are in prison. If you experience life the way that they've experienced it, you'll probably be in prison as well. Life isn't the same for everyone. We are a product of our genes, circumstances, and traditions. It matters how we experience life. It matters who loves us, who's there for us. It matters who's willing to help us. It matters what we have. Some people steal because they have nothing. You can't just say a person who has nothing is a bad person for stealing. What should they do? Remember, there is no way out. I mean, there is a way out technically, but we're not really allowed to kind of like exit this realm peacefully. That is not encouraged, and it's illegal. Everywhere actually it's illegal. It's just only legal for some people. But that's what you must realize. So people are supposed to be here. What should they do? Should people who are broke, who are poor, just chill and watch you drive your Lamborghinis? Watch you fuck women while they jack off? What should they do? Should they just watch you? Is that what is good? They just watch you enjoy your lives while they have nothing. They're part of this world too. They gotta have something because you want them in this world. You see? You cannot say, well, the way that I got the things that I have was the right way to get these things. Oh, well, for you. For you. Maybe the right way for them to get the things that they want is to actually, do horrible things. That is why I'm saying we gotta have, some compassion when we are dealing with people in general. You're not where you are because you're a good person. Nah, you could have been an evil person, It's easy for a person to become evil. That's what you must realize. You were just lucky. I'm lucky. I'm not in prison, right? I don't have dudes that wants to rape me right now. So I consider myself to be lucky. Things could have happened in my life that could have put me in prison very easily. It's not like I'm a super stable person who would, not commit crime no matter what. No, I'm fucked up too. You come and start a fight with me, I'll probably fight you and probably hate you. But I guess I'm lucky enough because I don't have people that are always trying to start fights with me. I'm lucky enough because I don't like being around people. I don't like being friends with many people. So I guess that's why I don't find myself, fighting with people, I'm alone most of the time. I like being alone. I like being in my room. I like thinking. I like watching videos on YouTube of people speaking the truth. I like understanding what the fuck is going on. That's the type of person I am. If I was different, who knows where I will be right now. But I know beyond any reasonable doubt that I'm sitting here and not in prison. I'm sitting here and not in a prison cell because I'm lucky. Not because I'm a good person and I'm better than people who are in prison. There are no good or bad people. That's what you must understand. They're just lucky and unlucky people. You have to be conscious enough to realize that. It is important that you realize that so that we'll treat one another right. I mean, yeah, we ain't supposed to treat one another right, but then again, why shouldn't we try? Why shouldn't we rebel? A person that has realized that this realm is evil, a person that has realized that it is best to not bring people into this realm, is rebelling. Because you ain't supposed to realize that it is evil to bring people here. Animals ain't supposed to realize shit. They'll be reproducing because they're not even conscious enough. That is why when I read, I don't even read the Bible, but when I hear of the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, about how God was super angry when they ate from the tree of knowledge, I ask myself, why was he so angry? We're talking about a tree of knowledge here. We're not talking about just any other tree. We're talking about a tree of knowledge. He's hated humanity since then. And when we look at ourselves, we can see that we're different from other animals. Other animals are just doing nonsense without even realizing that they're doing nonsense. They'll reproduce no matter what. They're dumb, But we're conscious. We're able to ask ourselves, wow, but what the fuck is going on in this world? Why are things like this and that? What's going on with inflation? Why are some people very poor? If communism is best, capitalism, you know what I mean? Like, if capitalism is best, why do we have a lot of people who are poor? If communism is best, why did we have to change? Like, you know what I mean? There are a lot of things that are going on in this world that are fucked up. And we're able to see that, okay, there are many things that are going on in this world that are fucked up. Animals wouldn't be able to see that. Isn't it possible that the beings that have created this didn't want us to become conscious enough to realize what the fuck was going on? They wanted us to be dumb, to just be like animals, to not know right from wrong. Internationalists know right from wrong. I think that's the reason why they suffer a lot. You suffer a lot when you are real in this realm, right? You go through a lot when you're real. I do believe that there are beings behind the scenes that are, trying to make people who are, I'm not going to use the word woke because the word woke is overused these days, but people who are really conscious suffer. Like that. That these beings behind the scenes that are trying to make people who are really conscious suffer because they're a threat. It's like these beings hated these people since the beginning. That is why Adam and Eve were taken away from the garden that, maybe it wasn't even a good garden. They were just not conscious enough to even realize that the garden itself was fucked up. This world is fucked up, man, and no matter what we try to do, we never going to make things better. We are many in this world, We are told that there are 8 billion humans, That might not be true, and you must also realize that it's very possible that there might be many NPCs, There are a lot of people, behave like NPCs. I've seen many people behave like NPCs. I've tried to communicate with some people and realized that it is impossible for this person to understand what I'm saying. They weren't programmed to understand what I'm saying. Like, they're very limited. They I know that it sounds evil to think that someone is an NPC, but what the fuck? Like, I don't think the difference between us and some people who don't get what we get is that we're smarter than them. They're just fucking NPCs. They're not conscious. Why wouldn't these evil beings who created this realm not put NPCs here to confuse us? Why wouldn't they do that? I mean, isn't that the best way to confuse people? Remember, if you are conscious, you're not that predictable. If you are conscious, you're not that predictable. You can wake up. You can wake up at any time. That is possible. That is why Neo was able to wake up in the Matrix. It's not like the machines knew for sure that he wasn't gonna wake up. They knew for sure what he was going to do. Like, he will do things differently every time. So you never know what a conscious being can do. I might realize some shit that can set me free and not even say it. Be like, okay, I'm gonna keep this shit to myself, because if I say it, these motherfuckers that are behind the scenes are gonna realize that I found a way to free myself. So I must just keep quiet. So they gotta be NPCs, that are gonna be there to fucking confuse you. Whenever you figure something out, they come to you and be like, but that's crazy, man. You need some help, You need some help. You need to go and see a therapist if there's something wrong with you. Why do you think like that? These motherfuckers are in our lives, bro. You start thinking for yourself, for real, and they call you crazy. You start to ask yourself a question that's very simple, that each and every conscious being should ask themselves: does God exist? And they say there's something wrong with you. What the fuck? Like, that's a sign of intelligence. That's a sign of intelligence. I should ask myself if God exists, because I don't know. Remember, I just found myself here. I don't know where the fuck I come from. I don't know where I go when I die. I've never seen any, God. Not even seen anyone with superpowers that claims to know what the fuck's going on. Like, I've no clue what's going on. So I must ask myself what's going on. But why are some people encouraging me from thinking? Isn't it because they're just NPCs and they're supposed to keep you ignorant? That is why this world is full of stupid people, bruh. They're just fucking NPCs. We even have handlers. There's some people in your life that are watching your every move and pretending to be your friend. And they're told what to tell you. Listen, man. Stop pretending as if you know what the fuck is going on. Keep an open mind. Keep your eyes open. Anything is possible at this point. You cannot just say, well, we came from evolution, this and... Like, chill. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Keep an open mind. Don't follow the theory of... Don't follow scientists religiously. Like, Charles Darwin was right, blah, blah, this... Because there are people like that. And they're like, we're smart, we're better than people who are religious. No, you just like them. You don't think outside the box. You must be questioning everything, because you really have no clue what the fuck is going on. But we do know that we are being tortured. I know that without any doubt in my mind. I've been through a lot. I dealt with a lot growing up. I still deal with a lot, so I know. And here's the thing: it's not like we go through a lot because we're making mistakes. A child that's like 4 hasn't done anything to to be tortured. You know what I mean? We just suffer because we're in this hellish realm. That's what this realm is about. We're supposed to be suffering, and we try to escape suffering. You see, that's what we try. There's a reason why it's hard to do things that are going to help you escape suffering. If you realize that, it's very hard to do things that are going to help you escape suffering. It's because you're supposed to be suffering. Maybe there's some beings behind the scenes that are benefiting from our suffering in a way that we might not know. I remember when we were young, I think there was, I think bees produce honey, right? No, yeah, they do produce honey, but there's this, I think there were these other insects that when they were in pain, they would produce something that we wanted. So it's kind of like, I'm gonna do my research on this. So I think it's kind of like how, these evil beings behind the scenes are getting what they want. Maybe we produce energy when they are torturing us. Just like how we torture these insects that I'm talking about, and they will produce what we wanted. I do remember that used to happen when we were young. I don't remember, but I'll do my research. But there must be something that they're gaining, from torturing us. Otherwise, they would let us free. It's not like they're just super evil. They just wanna, you know what I mean? Like, not quite. There's something that they're gaining from being sadistic. They torture us because there's something that they are gaining. But ask yourself, why are things set up this way? Why are things not set up differently? Here's a very important question, because things could have been set up differently, but this is what we're dealing with. This is life. You're conscious, and this is life. This is it. And you want to tell me this shit is not hell? You want to tell me this shit was created by a being that loves us? No, there's no way, bruh. Don't let anyone lie to you. I do understand that you live in a world where, there are people who are telling you, in fact, almost every person that you know will be telling you that this world is good, life is good, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, open your eyes. You can't trust anyone in this world. Not even Benedictine the vegan. No, like, you have to trust yourself, because you know what you want. Any person can be used, bruh. Maybe people really do get possessed. I was having this discussion with my cousin about our exes. He said something interesting, something that I noticed as well, but I'd never really spoken about. Like, when you notice something, but you like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, you don't take it seriously, but you noticed it, but it's not. You don't take it seriously. So he was telling me about his ex when she left, all the things that she did when she left, how she treated him when he really needed her. He said something. He's like, her face changed, her eyes changed. And I laughed, because that's exactly what I see when my exes leave. Like, their eyes change, their face, like, they don't look the same, bro. As if something entered them. Like, they're not They're not the same, you know. I'm not saying that people get possessed and then they leave or whatever, but I'm just saying we don't know what the fuck is going on. So yeah, maybe people really do get possessed. Maybe many people are NPCs, but there are these beings that are able to enter them. Like they are entered by different beings. You know, maybe every year they are entered by different. Who knows? Listen, you don't know what the fuck is going on, so you must think. You can't be expecting Charles Darwin to tell you what is going on. You can't be expecting Barack Obama to tell you what's going on. What happened at the Miami Mall? A lot of people have reported that they've seen fucking aliens, bro. They had like more than 100 cars, police cars. Like, you know what I mean? Like some was wrong, definitely, because you never see anything. Yeah, have you ever seen like you know, I like to watch videos of police chasing a car. Like I love watching videos of that. I never see like more than like 20 cars chasing one car. It had a bit, but you know, they're saying that there were kids fighting at the mall and there were more than like fucking 100 cars, bruh. Where will there be 100 cars? I mean, not 100, like 100 cop cars. Like, meaning there were probably more than 200 cops going to stop a fucking fight. Like 3-4 boys were fighting, and you know, obviously something was up. A lot of people have reported that they've seen this 8-foot tall beings that seem to shape shift. You know, it's like there was a portal of some sort, and they came out of that portal, went back, like they were confused. We don't know what the fuck is going on. But we can see that there are a lot of things that are weird that's going on. Look at technology, bruh. You think human beings created technology, really? Like, if you're being honest with yourself, like, yeah, humans created technology. No, they didn't. Just reminds me of a joke from Joe Rogan where he was talking about, you know, dumb people actually outbreeding smart people. He went on to say that the reason why we are dumb is because in the past there were some very smart people, you know, that were mapping up cosmos, that were free of ego, you know, and behind them there were like this our ancestors, dumb motherfuckers that were just fucking, you know, the stone workers of Egypt, yeah. This kills me what he said. It kills me what he says, the stone workers of Egypt. Like the slaves. They enslaved us. You know, they were ahead of us. They enslaved us, but we kept on fucking until they died out. And we are the descendants of the idiot stone workers of Egypt. But there's something that he said, you know, that stuck with me. I watched the joke a lot, you know, because I felt like it's funny. I watched that clip, like it's on YouTube. He asked, "Does anyone knows how any of this shit works?" And then he hits his microphone. Why is that loud? Any idea? If you left me in an island with all with everything that I'll need in the world, I would never figure out how to create a microphone. Like, it would be impossible. If you left me in an island for millions of years, you'll find me stabbing fish with a pointy stick. And what's funny is that that's true. If you left me in an island forever, I would never figure out how to create anything technologically. Something that's technological. I would never be able to create anything that's technological. I would really, like, do you find me naked? Because I don't even know I'll be able to make this. You can't tell me that aliens did not intervene. course they've been aliens behind the scenes all along. They've been giving us things. They've made deals with uh, some people that were in power. Like, yo, you let us run shit here, we're gonna give you this, you know? That's it. They sold us. That's it. We're slaves. That's fucking obvious, and we're not, like, no one is gonna come to you and actually tell you what the truth is. They just manipulate you, man. I saw this other interview of Cat Williams, and people were saying that, you know, Cat Williams is a hero because he's been speaking the truth. You don't even realize that you're being manipulated. You don't even you know, this shit is like double E. You know, when you see the Undertaker fighting Triple H, hating Triple H, doesn't really hate him. Everything is fucking scripted. Those motherfuckers are part of the same. They're part of the same cult. You know what I mean? They're told exactly what they must do. You think Cat Williams is some kind of a hero? No, he isn't. Motherfuckers that are real get killed, bruh. Motherfuckers that might really expose his shit get killed. They're not gonna be killing some idiot that's just gonna make woke people think that they're woke. You know, because people want to hear what they want to hear. You know, people want to hear that celebrities have sold their souls and they're fucking each other. I mean, they are fucking each other in their asses. That's obvious. But I mean, we all knew that, and it doesn't really help us. You know, no, like him talking about that shit doesn't really help us. Tell us how the fuck we free ourselves. Don't tell me that God is gonna set us free. It's part of the trap. We know that. We're smart enough to know that. Jesus, only Jesus. You know, evil cannot exist alongside evil. Only Jesus, blah blah. Like, no, that's manipulation, motherfucker. We are being manipulated. That is why these Christians will be stuck forever. Like, they will be stuck here forever because of what they believe. You know, oh Jesus, they're gonna follow Jesus everywhere. Like, they'll even follow Jesus even when he goes to hell. And he tortures them, and they say, I mean, it's Jesus, you know, you got to be your own savior. You don't know what the fuck is going on here, bro. You genuinely think that if God wanted to set you free, he wouldn't set your ass free and actually help you evolve and become better and become what the fuck you want. He wants you to be. He will just fucking torture you in hell, and you say free will, free will. Do you even have free will? Nobody has free will. Just be happy if you are interested in the truth, because that means that the right things have happened for you to actually start asking yourself what the fuck is going on. But that doesn't mean that you have free will. Life could have been so different for you that you didn't question shit. Some of y'all, do you think that if you had bitches chasing you 24/7, you have 24/7, you have time to ask yourself what the fuck is going on? Every time when you're chilling, some chick, like, since you were in high school, some chicks would be like sending you texts like, yo, I saw you, please let's meet tomorrow. Like, you will not have time to ask yourself what the fuck is going on. But if you get bullied, now man, if a girl that you love breaks your heart, you know, yeah, that's when you're gonna have time to think like, okay, what the fuck is going on? If you give it your all and fail, you're gonna have time to think what the fuck is going on. But can you imagine everything that you're trying to do works? Like, you're good, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing well. You wouldn't have time to think, ask yourself the most important questions about life. You just, you know, be like an NPC. You wouldn't really be an NPC. You just be like an NPC. So yeah, things that happen really do affect us. You know, they do affect how we think. So we are the way that we are because of the things that happened in the past. Cannot call that shit free will. It's not free will. And it's important that you are exactly what you need to be after experiencing what you've experienced. Because some of y'all are delusional. Some of y'all will go through hell but still believe bullshit because you're delusional. Oh, it's the devil. It's demons. It's witches. Like, no, you must really see what the real problem is. Like, this is bigger than the devil. This is bigger than witches. You know what I mean? This is bigger than your haters. This is bigger than your parents. This is bigger than your friends. This realm was created to be evil, motherfucker. It's supposed to be tortured here. Everything is scripted. It's like shit is some, like, it's, if you watched my favorite episode of Black Mirror, it's called White Bear. It's kind of like, this reality is kind of like that. I'm telling you, man. It is, and I don't think people have watched that episode because, when I talk about the Matrix here, they do comment, something about the Matrix. But when I talk about Black Mirror's White Bear, no one has ever said anything about it. I'm telling you, it's a very brilliant episode. I believe that this world is just like, what's happening in this world is it's exactly what's happening in that series is exactly what I mean in that episode is exactly what's happening in this world. There are some beings who know what the fuck is going on, and who have made deals with some beings that are very powerful, and you gotta wake up, man. That's why if you're an internationalist, you've made the best decision that you could have made. Like, dude, even those forces that are behind the scenes are looking at you like, ish, that motherfucker is smart. How is that possible? Like, how was it? You know what I mean? Like, you're not normal. You're something else. You weren't supposed to wake the fuck up, man. Remember when you were a child and still wanted to have children? I mean, some of y'all woke up when you were very young, but I mean, some of you didn't really wake up when you were very young. You just hated children. That can also happen. But I'm talking about just realizing that it's actually wrong to have children. That's something that you must get. That is, so you realizing that was supposed to be impossible. So you got to embrace your wokeness. Stop being afraid of being judged by these NPCs, man. Realize where you are. You're already a target by default. I mean, you're telling people to stop procreating. Do you understand what you're doing? Of course, these evil beings that be controlling this matrix are not gonna like that. Why would you be telling people to stop procreating? They want people to stop procreating. You can see that sex is so damn enjoyable, bruh. We are supposed to procreate. We ain't supposed to think. You think these people that be having babies are thinking? They don't think, bruh. They just feel empty and just decide to have children. You have to look at the world from a Gnostic perspective, The Gnostics were right. And it's obvious now. The problem is that it's not Gnosticism that dominates this fucking world. That's what you must get. It's not Gnosticism that's if Gnosticism was dominating this world, we'll be right. Because we would really be interested in the truth. What's dominating the world is whatever Gnostics were fighting against. That's why it feels more like a prison. They believe that this world was created by a fake God to trap us. He didn't really create our souls or our consciousness. This motherfucker didn't create our consciousness. He just trapped it. And we're trapped, yeah. That is why some of us are able to feel like there's something, there's something better out there. Like, this is not our home. We can feel it. We can see that this is not our home. The problem is that we don't really know what's the way out. We're not sure. Some people think that if they just exit on their own, they'll be fine. Who knows, man? Who knows? We need knowledge. what the fuck do we need to do to get the fuck out of here for real? Never come back, you know? So I want this to be my last incarnation, you know? There's no way I'm reincarnating back to this piece of shit planet. Like, this piece of shit reality, you know, these sadistic beings. I know what I saw. I know what I've experienced. I've been conscious the whole fucking time, bro. I might be more conscious than I was when I was young, but I was conscious even when I was young, and I've seen a lot of shit that I cannot unsee. That shit that I've seen is evil. So I know beyond any reasonable doubt that something is wrong. I know beyond any reasonable doubt that something is wrong and we need to escape this realm. I don't know how to escape this realm yet. But I do believe that if we do the right things, if we focus on figuring out what the fuck is going on, we will figure out how to escape this realm. You know, some people say that when you die, don't go to the white light. Some say don't go anywhere, don't listen to any beings. Even if you see your relatives, whatever, like, it's just push everyone away. Like, I don't trust nobody. Because these beings can shape shift, you know, they can make you believe that they are the people that, I mean, even the people that you talk to and interact with every day, man, some of them are probably not real, you know. So you can't trust anyone. You need to trust yourself. Fuck all these other beings. If they wanted to save us, they should, like, come here to fucking save us, bro. Why will they save us after we've died? Like, oh yeah, you did your thing, you know. We helped you when you were there, even though you didn't see us. Like, no, motherfucker, appear and try to tell me what the fuck is going on. You see that a nigga is struggling. So yeah, after this experience, you don't trust nobody. You try to figure out what the fuck is going on your own. Maybe that's the way out. You don't trust nobody. You don't trust Benedictines the vegan. If maybe you watch my videos a lot and you believe what I'm saying, and then some beings appear as me, like, yo, yeah, if I die first, you know, like, yo, yeah, ish, dude, I found a way out. You be like, Benedictines the truth, Benedictines the vegan, is that you? Like, yeah, man, I told you this, the reality that we came from was really fucked up, but, you know, let's go this side, you know. I found, like, there's more of us that side. No, you don't trust nobody. You stay in that realm. Ask yourself what the fuck is going on. Observe, you know. I don't think these motherfuckers can trap us without us agreeing to that shit one way or another. Yes, we might not consent the way that we would like to consent. Like, for an example, some of us have been baptized, right? Like, we agree to that shit. Like, not the way that we would have wanted. I mean, we're manipulated, you understand? Like, but we did agree to that shit. Some of us have received the Holy Spirit. I mean, I didn't receive the Holy Spirit because even though I did try to receive the Holy Spirit, I didn't receive the Holy Spirit because, you know, I questioned everything and it just wouldn't work. You know, I didn't fall down and start vibrating, so I know I didn't receive the Holy Spirit. But what you must realize is that we get manipulated. So even in the afterlife, we'll definitely get manipulated. You do understand that you are born into a world that you don't understand, and they're manipulating you. So why would they not manipulate you in the afterlife? Why would they just set you free? You're on your own, you know. You're on your own journey. You have no understanding of what the fuck is going on for real. You're not even sure if I'm not a robot lying to you right now. I mean, I'm not lying to you because, you know, if you already want the truth, you know that I'm not lying to you, but you don't know if I'm not a robot, you know. I thought I saw something. You don't know if I'm not a robot. I thought I saw something in the background. I'm paranoid, I guess. The screen is so small that you don't really see, like, I can't really see myself. I just thought I saw a shadow of something moving this side. Maybe it was just a bird. You don't know if I'm not a robot that's meant to, keep you distracted. I could be a robot. I mean, I'm uploading videos daily. Who uploads videos daily? Could be an NPC. Like you have no clue what the fuck is going on. That's why when people say, when I tell people that it's possible that there might be NPCs and we might be living with NPCs, and they say, no, that's not possible. That's not. I'm like, what do you know for you to actually think that that is nonsense? Like, you have to be that open-minded. Yeah, it might be unlikely that, there are NPCs, like when you look at how things work, you might feel like that's unlikely, but you can't say that that is not, like, it's a fact that that is not true. Like, it can never be true. It's just nonsense. No, keep an open mind, because you don't know what is going on. We have watched many movies where there were NPCs that were, deceiving people. Why would movies be like that? Maybe they're trying to show us what's going on. Maybe it's part of the deals that they've made. Like, they kind of have to show us the truth, and if we don't choose the truth, then it's on us. I saw a video on TikTok today. It was a clip taken from this other documentary about this Nigerian pastor that died. I think he died like 2 years ago or last year. No, 2 years ago. Yeah, the guy died 2 years ago. A lot of women were talking about how this guy was abusing them. He was big. It was like, I think it was the biggest prophet in Africa. Like, he was big. He was that big. So yeah, they made a documentary where women who have been abused, women that were close to him, and even people that work with him, talk about how he was abusing women. And I checked the comments. I was like, okay, maybe these motherfuckers will wake up. Boom. Motherfuckers be like, I still love TB Joshua. So you see, like, they're showing the truth, but they still choose to believe lies. So that's on them. If they end up getting tortured, that's on them. You know what I mean? Like, they chose that. We want the truth, so we're choosing the truth. Because, yeah, we are seeing some things that are, we're seeing some clues that, okay, this might be what's really going on. And what do we choose when we're seeing these clues? Do we still choose to be ignorant, or do we choose to open our eyes? You watch movies like The Matrix, like, nah, that's just fiction. Are you sure? That's just fiction. Why is Matrix one of the most popular movies in the world? It's one of the most talked about movies ever. Especially by people who want the truth. It's like people who want the truth talk a lot about the movie The Matrix, because we do see that there's something that we're learning. There's something that we start to understand, like something that we're kind of remembering when we watch that movie. It's like it speaks to our subconscious. So yeah, maybe motherfuckers are choosing to be here because of being so fucking ignorant, and it's their fault that they fucking get tortured. But we know we don't want to be here. We know that this room is fucking evil. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe people do consent to this shit, but not in the way that you think. Not like, oh, they show you everything. Like, yeah, that's the life that you're going to have. No, they just fucking manipulate you in different ways, and you end up consenting to something that you don't even understand. The same way that you get baptized without really understanding Christianity, without really understanding how Christianity was introduced to your people if you're black. How, you know what I mean? How South Africans got to know about Christianity. You don't know that there have been wars that were fought. You didn't know that your ancestors got killed. You didn't know that your ancestors got set up. There are a lot of evil things that have happened for you to actually get indoctrinated. You don't even know that you were indoctrinated. You don't believe in Jesus because this guy is good and you love him. You're indoctrinated. They gave you this perfect guy that, you know what I mean, that you felt like is going to save you. So you're like, I love this guy with all my heart. I love this guy, bro. Like, chill. This realm is evil, man. And no matter what we do, we're never fixing this realm. Some things were never meant to be fixed. Some things are going to remain broken. You cannot expect this hell to be changed into heaven. You can see that you can't, like there's no hope. We can keep lying to ourselves, and it gets to a point where hope is like a disease, because it keeps you going. You're hopeful, like nah, man, like we can fix this world. Let's try this. Like, no, you were never meant to fix this world. There will always be problems. It's like the old problems are going to manifest in new ways, in ways that you cannot solve, in ways that will be solved by people in the future, but they will still, like these problems, the problems will still find a new way to manifest. Things are going to continue to be the way that they've ever been. You may think, oh, we're improving, look at our technology. I'm able to talk to people who are in the UK, people who are in Canada, people who are in America, so that means we're improved. No, it doesn't mean that. We are more disconnected than ever now. It's like you will live with many people, like there are many people in this world, but you're disconnected from them. Like you can't really connect with them. It's like everyone is a misanthrope. Everyone hates everyone. Everyone doesn't trust everyone. There's no love. There's no understanding. Everyone is judging everyone. So people are not happy. I mean, really, the biggest improvement would have to do with happiness. It doesn't matter what we get to have. We could teleport to America right now. That's not an improvement. We could go into the past. That still will not be an improvement. Like the real improvement will have to do with us becoming happy. That's it. That's what we've needed to work on since the beginning. Are we fucking happy or are we miserable? And the truth is that we are miserable. We are as miserable as we've ever been, or maybe more miserable than we've ever been. That is why there are many people who have decided that they're not going to have children. I think there are more people now that have decided that they don't want to have children than they've ever been in history. It's like people have seen what the fuck is going on in this fucking rock. We're told that it's a fucking spinning rock. Is it even spinning? Doesn't even seem like it's spinning. That's why some people believe that this thing is flat. Some people believe we're living under some kind of a dome, and when you look up, it kind of seems like there's a dome. You know how to be, like the way that it's shaped. It's shaped like a dome, bro. Nothing is what it seems. Where you are being manipulated. Stop believing what they told you to believe. You gotta be like a child. Start asking yourself what might really be going on. Start thinking like a baby. Start being curious. But this time around, you don't ask people what the fuck is going on. I mean, you might ask them what they think is going on, especially people who are just like you. But don't give them authority. Like, yeah, what do you think what's going on? Like, oh yeah, I think we're living in a simulation. Oh, you think we live in a simulation? Why do you think we live in a simulation? And they tell you why. And yeah, keep an open mind. Listen to different perspectives, but don't give anyone authority. Like, this person is a scientist, so I should believe what they're telling me. No, stop doing. That's the mistake that you made when you were young. You believed that people who were older than you knew what the fuck was going on. No, this time around you believe in yourself. You just studied this reality. Study patterns, you know what I mean? Study your fucking dreams. What's going on when you dream? Why do you even dream in the first fucking place? Why do you sometimes have dreams about things that get to happen? Why do some of your dreams seem more real than this fucking Matrix? What's really going on? Why do you have sleep paralysis sometimes? Like what's really going on there? Why do you feel it when something is about to happen sometimes? Have you ever been in that situation where something is about to happen and you felt it? Like, no, something is about to happen. I don't know what it is, but it's something's about to happen and something crazy happens. Try to come up with your own answers based on what you are seeing, not based on what other people are saying about what is happening. No, try to figure out what is going on by yourself. Only try to understand what other people think is going on, but try to, like, your whole life should be about you trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. That actually should have been what you were doing since the beginning. You distracted yourself a lot with bullshit. Oh, I want to make a lot of money and become more powerful and pay the bigs. No, that's fucking stupid. You try to figure out what the fuck is going on in this fucking realm, because anything could be going on in this fucking realm. It is important that you figure out what is going on before you even plan how you're going to live your life. Like, that's your focus must be on trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. That has been my focus since 2018. I don't care about a lot of things. I wanna learn. I wanna understand. I wanna reach high levels of consciousness, because I have already realized that something is not right, and I cannot continue to lie to myself. I'd rather try to figure out what's going on than try to pursue these stupid goals that I used to have, that everyone is pursuing. It's about the truth, man. You are having an experience and you don't know what the fuck this experience is about. You don't know what's sourcing this experience, and you just wanna try to find more toys and, find love. People don't even know what the fuck love is. People just feel these stupid feelings, and now they want to say they love you. Like, it's not even real. So you've got to be that conscious and be that serious. Maybe you can free yourself. I mean, you cannot lie to yourself and they say this isn't some kind of hell. You can't lie to yourself. It should be obvious to you that this is some kind of hell, based on how things work, based on how we are, getting lied to. I mean, what happened in Miami? No one is coming forward to tell people what the fuck is going on. We've seen stars moving, bruh. Here in South Africa, stars be moving like this. Many stars at the same time be moving, and no explanation. No one is telling us what the fuck is going on. Things falling from the moon. No one is telling us what the fuck is going on. No one is giving us explanation. We've seen too many UFOs in our lives. There's this other UFO that I used to see when I was young that other people do not remember, and it bothers me, because I used to see that thing a lot, and even my parents will show me that thing. Like, oh, you remember that thing that you used to love seeing? But then, as I grew old, I realized that I don't get to see that thing anymore. So I started asking my parents, like, do you remember this other thing that you used to show me? And they're like, no. Like, what the fuck? And started asking my friends. No one knows what the fuck I'm talking about. And that thing, I've seen it many times. Like, I've seen it more than 100 times. I'm talking about something that I've seen many times when I was young. It will move very slowly. I've even tried to draw it, and I posted a video about it, asking people if they recognize it. Some said, it might have been a shooting star. I know a shooting star when I see one. The thing was not a shooting star. It was something driven by someone. I still have no idea what the fuck that thing was. It was strange, really. So yeah, we have too many questions but no answers. It's like we don't even have a single answer. It's like people are just telling us what we need, what they want us to believe to keep us. It's like our beliefs themselves are actually keeping us here. Like they stop us from evolving. They tell you that you were you were you were in a semen before. You won some race, some stupid race. I will like tell you some stories. No, like stop believing anyone at this point. Like if something is not necessary for you to know, it's unnecessary. Like why should you believe it? I don't gotta know about some spams or whatever. I only know what I'm seeing. I know that if I have unprotected sex with a girl, I might get her pregnant. That's all I gotta know. I don't have to know some like how things really do happen, whatever. It's I don't want to think about things that are just gonna occupy my mind for no fucking reason. There's nothing for me to benefit from knowing that. What I'm interested in is the fucking like the highest truth. Because it is important that I know the highest truth rather than, to keep on lying to myself, pretending to know what is going on, even though I don't have a clue what is going on. I see a lot of evil things happening to people. Things that, if this world was good, will not happen to anyone. Think about this. Would you even want to suffer for a second? Let's just say you were in a park where you were having fun. Would you even want to suffer for a second in that park? Like why would you choose to come here and suffer? Why would someone trap you here to suffer? Because you do suffer. Yes, there's pleasure, but that's what makes it the perfect prison. What makes it the perfect hell. Because there's pleasure, right? You don't suffer 24/7. You know how to escape your own suffering, even though it's gonna be for a while. So it seems like, hey, if I suffer, it's my fault because I can do this to escape it. So it means that it's not hell. See, that's what I'm saying. It's the perfect hell. So you're never going to try to escape. It means there's a way that we can escape, but we're not supposed to try to escape because we think it's good. It's all good. No. Like, oh, only if I can become a millionaire. Maybe I should try to win the lottery. Maybe I should work a bit harder. Blah blah blah. Yeah, you can work hard and things don't work out because there are forces behind the scenes that will ensure that things don't work out for you. Why do some people get what they want without trying so hard to get what they want? And your piece of shit try a million times and you still don't get what you want. I know a lot of people who have been trying to get something for too long, bro. And you find that there are people who are getting what they want easily. So you can't just say that you're too sure that you not getting what you want has to do with you not doing the right things. Maybe it's part of your punishment. Maybe it's how these fucking entities get energy from you. They want you to want something so bad and suffer a lot when you're trying to get it and make sure that you fail to get it so that they get the energy that they want from you. And that makes it the perfect hell. It makes it the perfect prison. Because prisoners never really get to realize that they are in a prison. Because they think that if they had what they wanted, they would feel better, even though they never really get to feel better. It's just that most people never get to have what they want. You know how many people die broke, thinking that they were gonna have money? Like they suffered their whole lives. If we asked people if they would want to, if it was their last day today, and we asked them, yo, would you want to come back and relive your life the way that you live it? Like nothing's gonna change. You're not gonna, if you're broke, you're gonna be broke. Like everything that happened will happen. You think people would say, yeah, yeah, I want that? Like people will want to repeat their lives. People are optimistic now. That's why they keep on going. It's because they're optimistic. They're like, hey, I've suffered a lot, man. Maybe things are gonna change in the end. Maybe things are gonna make sense in the end, but they never really get to make sense for many people. They never get to make sense for many people. Yes, it might happen that you become one of the lucky ones. Who knows? It's not me trying to discourage y'all. Maybe things will happen for you. Maybe you will have the things that you want. But not everyone is supposed to make it. Not everyone is supposed to have what they want. And that's what makes it the perfect prison. You're gonna see some people having what they want, and you think, oh yeah, it means it's because they worked hard. I didn't work hard, so I blame myself, and these entities be getting energy from you, and you're blaming yourself, and you don't even know that some of these people who have the things that you want are not even like happy. Some people just ask themselves, why am I not happy? So, I don't have a right to not be happy, so I have to act as if I'm happy. But sometimes when you're with people, even when they're doing very well in life, you can sense it when they're not happy based on how they talk to you. Like I'm able to see truth, because I'm interested in truth, so I see it. Like you can't fool me. So it does seem like we are all in a trap, you know. Like like nobody is really free. So we should keep on working on freeing ourselves. And maybe we can actually free ourselves. Thank you all guys.